So the Steam Machine prototype from iBuy Power has been revealed and runs at 1080p. Wow. But before we get to this video, here's the question of the day. The Steam Machine, yes, that's right. The fabled Steam Machine, the highly anticipated. They have a white prototype console version of the Steam Machine. The manufacturer is iBuy Power, and an early build of Steam OS and are aptly named Gordon and Freeman. It runs 1080p and 60 frames per second. Wow, and I'm taking a look at the design. It's basically a kind of like a flat rectangular looking thing. It almost looks like a white PlayStation 4, and it's got a greenish light in the middle. Very interesting. And the controller, the black controller. The prototype from iBuy Power will reportedly only cost $499, $500. It comes with a multi-core AMD CPU and a discrete AMD Radeon R9 blah 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 graphics card. I mean, gee, this is all technical stuff. Only a complete spec nerd would understand the stuff. I just want to know, like, how powerful this is going to be. Like, the megahertz, you know, the speed, clocking speed power, the resolution, which, 1080p? Resolution and 60 frames per second. Like, how powerful is it compared to the other systems? You know? Bigger than the PlayStation 4, but smaller than the Microsoft's Xbox One? Huh. The $500 price tag includes the Steam controller, a Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and a 500 gig hard drive. Wow, the Steam Machine is a white box. A prototype, I should say, a prototype type of the box. I guess it could be a different color. If it is just a prototype, it might not even be colored white. It might be colored black or whatever, some other generic color. iBuy Power did show off two variations of their white box. When not illuminated, the light bar in the middle is clear on one machine and black on the other. One's been called Gordon and the other one called Freeman, obviously a reference to the Half-Life character. And yeah, that's pretty much it regarding the Steam Machine, and they actually have a actual prototype. I wonder what the games are going to be like, you know, like what kind of... We can expect the Valve stuff, but... yeah... I wonder what kind of titles are going to be available in this thing. iBuy Power, and the I is very small, you know, kind of like iPad, you know, iPhone. I don't know. The green light is kind of interesting, you know, the green light in the middle. I wonder how long this system is going to last. You know, people are wondering in the comment section of this article, you know, what's the lifespan of the system? Will it run games 2 or 3 years from now? What are the specs like compared to the Xbox and PS4? Comparable? Yeah, I'm wondering that too. Okay, so this guy said, an R9 270 GPU is comparable to the 7870 variant that's found in the PS4, yet it runs cooler and on less power. Wow, can you imagine this thing? I mean, if the power is relatively close to what a PS4 can do and an Xbox One, I mean, I just assumed it was going to be weaker, you know, like an inferior spec-wise. Maybe along the same level as PS3 and 360 perhaps, but didn't expect it to be maybe comparable to the current 8th gen systems, but man, this Steam box... No, Steam box, yo. I wonder how many it's gonna sell. This is doable. If it turns out to be well supported, I may never buy a gaming PC again. If it's really well supported, I may never buy a console again. Well, it's definitely a console. It's a I think it's a micro console. Or no, micro console is different. Those are really tiny. I'm not sure what this is. I mean, it's console, but I'm not sure what specific type of console. Is it a micro console or just a regular console? If it's around the same size as PS4 and Xbox One, then it should be a regular console. Yeah, it's weird. There's people saying that the design looks like a mix between PS4 and Xbox One, and that's what it really kind of reminds me of. That's weird. Yeah, I mean, that's all there is. The Steam box, I guess it's just gonna, time's gonna have to tell. It's $500 though, so it's right up there with the Xbox One in terms of pricing.
And here's the answer to the question of the day.